I so wasn't ready. I so wasn't ready. First, I need to say to all of my clients who are trying to get in contact with me, to all of these like new clients that are just coming out the woodwork on my Facebook, please do not take my non-response as something negative. I'm right now in a hiatus, enjoying my Kundalini rising to the fullest. And I've realized I need to be cheap. I need to be selfish. I need to be a little self-absorbed during this process of my another Kundalini rising. So to all the people trying to reach out to me, I'll send you my puff smokes of not SOS, but my puff smokes of I see you, I see you. But I really will not be speaking or connecting with anyone until after this recharge. My true New Year's is more so around the Chinese New Year, around the spring equinox. So I'm preparing myself physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually to be right. And also to let you guys know, I will be shutting down my business website, www.lifecoachhealing.com, while I'm in this hiatus of change and upliftment. So, again, I'll be most likely speaking to people more so than putting back up my website anytime soon, because I'm going through a lot. Like, not to put my business out there, but I'm going through a lot. I'm going through losing. I'm going through losing family. I'm going through changing places where I live and not really knowing where am I going after. You heard? I'm the type of person that I'll move even if I don't have a place waiting for me or if I don't have a place ready, because when Spirit says do something, I do it. So during this change, I am definitely not reaching out to anybody, because I feel like right now I'm at a vulnerable spot in my life where I'm tender from head to toe, and allowing other people's noise to enter in would be doing a disjustice for my growth. So I'm really right now hardcore 1001% going into my inner growth. So when I come back, I'm bigger and better and stronger and wiser. Bigger, better, stronger, wiser, bigger, better, stronger, wiser, bigger, better, stronger, wiser, bigger, better, stronger, wiser. And I feel leaving you guys a little up in the air right now will actually be better for not just me, but for you. So when I come back bigger, better, stronger, wiser, to help should there be any unbalancedness. And I'm also dealing with a sick kid, like my son. My baby is sick. Anyway, and I wanted to do this video not as quickly as possible, because we really shouldn't be moving things quickly, especially when it comes to my internal growth. But my son does have a medical appointment to go to, so I wanted to do this video before. Okay, don't teach yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat your chosen self. I changed it. And I'm going to be looking at my book, because I actually wrote this on the bus on the way traveling to take care of my business yesterday. And I feel it's a message I must release out before I fade to black again. I fade to black a lot. I fade to black a lot. I fade to black a lot. But this year I've been going through so many changes and so quickly at the same time that it's been like arduous to keep up with things. But I feel like I'm doing a good job. Okay, you guys, I have to share something with you. All my life, since when I was born, I've always had low output to high input. Okay, follow with me. I don't want to talk too fast, but I believe I can do this within an hour and hit all the marks that I feel I have to make. And again, to all of my business associates, to all of my customers and prospective customers, I'm not reaching back out to you for a reason. It's not because I'm being hateful. It's because I'm going through a growth process, and I feel like I'll be doing my growth process an injustice if I try to tear myself into two different directions. I feel if you're going to devote yourself to uplifting and upgrading, then you should go all in. And this is why www.lifecoachhealing.com is no longer running at the moment indefinitely. And I hate to say that. It hurts my heart to say that because I love my little business. But it has to be done. It's something I've been running from. It has to be done. So throughout all my life, it's always been low output to high input. Keep in mind that also I am what this world, quote unquote, calls a woman with a disability. So I don't think as fast. I don't move as fast. I don't speak or act like most people because I'm speaking on a much slower thinking vibration, even though my reaction, physical vibration, is much faster than most. I have a lot more energy than most people. And I believe because I've had such low output to high input, I didn't have to try hard. I felt spirit and spirits always around me. So I really never really had to try to live $1 million lifestyle. And I always pretty much, even in my worst situation, enjoyed my life. But I'm realizing now at this umpteenth Kundalini rising in this physical corpse's avatar body that there can be so much more, even if you just put a little extra effort. So I'm at that point in my life where I want to try and try so hard that I want to be able to feel, to see, to hear, to taste the difference because of that higher output. And I feel a part of your output life is what you learn and what you choose to learn and how you choose to learn and who you choose to learn with. Stay with me now. Okay. So the best place, the best way to not cheat yourself is when you're in, to go all the way in and to never half-ass anything. And me, I never half-ass anything. But again, I'll go back to my low output to high input. I really didn't have to do much to get high input. So why break a sweat if the simple things just got me what I wanted? Follow me? Okay, so try your best not to cut corners, because with not cutting the corners, you allow yourself the opportunities to learn and to grow. Because to be honest with you guys, all my life, all of the masters I have, when it comes to what I do, when it comes to how I raise my son, when it comes to how I do my magic and how I've been running my business for the past decade, it's always been raw dog spirit telling me what to do. I really don't go outside of source to learn shit. If it doesn't come to me, if it's not downloaded to me, or if it's not given through me through spirit, then I really don't know it. I have read a lot of books, but I'll be honest with you, books don't rub me the right way. Like, I used to be a high level reader when I was younger, but now in my old age, I'm more interactive, and I really don't read much nowadays because there's really not too many books that hold my interest. So know that as soon as you stop learning, that's when you're completely dead. Okay? So I also have to share with you the connection that I have, because I was raised a Catholic in this lifetime, in this avatar body. And I was raised through the Catholic faith. And there is a saying in the Bible where it says, many are called, but few are chosen. A lot of people think that, okay, and I'm trying to go as slow as possible, so let me take a breath and slow down. A lot of people think that they're being chosen from what the Bible verse says, from the outside in, like someone else is choosing you. But that phrase, many are called, but few are chosen, is actually not someone else choosing you, not a God choosing you, but it's actually the reverse. It's an internal choice. You choose. Many are called. Many are called. Many have been tried to be downloaded. Many have been tried to send messages through sight. Many have been tried to send through ear. And some of them think they're crazy, sadly. But when you choose yourself, you're choosing you. You're choosing self, to connect with self, to grow. And I hope you understood that. I'm not going to go into that, but I hope you understood that. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing your God, yourself, to walk through this life. And you're not chasing the God money. You're not chasing the God pussy dick. You're not chasing the God TV, whatever the case may be. All the third dimensional egotistical things that they put out there to have you get confused. You're not choosing the religion. Can't forget that one. The religion to follow. You're choosing self. And within choosing self, you're choosing your God. And when you choose your God, you cannot skip the process. You cannot hear the call 3 a.m. and not get your ass up to pray or do something. You cannot know that buying this processed chicken is not good for your kid, and then you go into the supermarket and buy that processed chicken every time. You can't know that you're feeling yourself not right, but still doing magic for other people, knowing that your magic is not at 1,000, but it's actually at 450. You just can't do that. You can't. Not in true form, not in true fashion. So choose to learn, because if you know the spiritual fact, and again, I'm trying to make this as quickly as possible, so I'm only giving you the hardcore spiritual facts. But if you know the spiritual fact, which is when you come out of your mama's pussy through your daddy's sperm, you are choosing to live life. You are choosing to have a life experience. So that woe is me crying, oh, my man beats me. Oh, my man don't care enough about me. Oh, my son is disrespectful. Then if you don't know that you came forth through life to live the good and the bad, and if you're not focused on making your shit better, and you're just focused on playing with the shit, puddling in the shit, kicking the shit around, then you haven't chosen yourself. You haven't chosen peace. You've chosen two-sided bipolarity, fussing and fighting with self and not being at peace with yourself. You need to be at peace with yourself to choose you, to be the chosen, to choose yourself so you can walk this life on that spiritual path where you don't get deterred. And trust me, there are a lot of spiritual practitioners who get deterred on the path. And if they don't unplug, hear me now, if they don't learn to daily unplug, I don't care how good you are. If you don't daily unplug yourself to recharge and reboot, you can cause yourself, like a robot, to overload and cause maladaptive behavior. Okay? So be consistent with your God, you guys, because within being consistent with your God, you're being continuously and consistently a chosen few. Okay. So now, as a practitioner, you have to follow this. You have to follow this law of being consistent with one-mindedness and one-minded peace, and not turning away, not closing your eyes, not ignoring spirit, and being open continuously to the information that they had for you. But there's a catch. For as long as you listen is as long as the open, for as long as you listen is for as long as, now watch the polarity, you guys, for as long as the open window of mistake closes. Hear me now, people. Woo! I wrote all of this on the bus because that was that we're not up to that part yet. So keep in mind, for as long as you listen to the word, no matter how many times you stop and don't listen for a while and get back on the train again, jumping on and off or whatever, the window of opportunity for mistake closes. So your room for error shrinks at an alarming rate as you get older. So know and believe that being a spiritual star, which is all many are called and few are chosen people, the people who choose self, who choose one-mindedness, you'll continuously be what this third dimensional world call a superstar. Yeah, they personify these entertainers as the false superstars. But in all actuality, the true superstars are the spiritual people who walk that chosen few life. Hear me now. Woo! Hear me now. Hear me now. Okay? So my Kundalini is rising, you guys. Woo! My Kundalini is rising. Yes, and I'm that life coach that could assist you and your husband to keep a connection with each other, to intensify the love between you, whether it be through sexual practice or whether it be through mental connection practice. Okay. Now, what I call my super spiritual superstars are the practitioners who have chosen to walk a life of not only keeping all your daily spiritual oneness for yourself. But then you decide to turn away to the third dimensional realm like I did like 15, 18 years ago and decided, no, I'm sick of going outside of house, outside of self, outside of source to chase money. I decided that I will command money, bring money, ask money, request money. Even some people beg money within my home, within my facility. And not only that, because I was so good at it, doing it for myself, I started doing it for other people. So when you are a spiritual practitioner, you are a spiritual megastar, because not only you working on you constantly and keeping the up here, but then you're working on other people's bullshit. And when you take other people's bullshit, you got to do a little extra shit to keep yourself protected, because when you take on anybody's drama, you are putting it in your atmosphere. And if you're not careful, you could fuck up your own world if you're not careful. So don't rush into helping other motherfuckers, people, because it will fuck around and fuck your shit up. You could be doing the stuff for you and then get a client that has such negative energy. That negative energy fucks up your situation for the worst. Okay? So be careful when you choose that practitioner life. For real. Now, because I always gave low output, but I received high input, I never had to try too hard. So very early in my practitioner work, instead of me doing my personal rituals for myself, I started paying others. And that's where I actually met Crystal. Did I meet Crystal 2 years ago? I met her a couple years ago. And she did a lot of work for me. And that was at the time when I was being really lazy, when I knew damn well I could do it for myself. And it wasn't the perfect situation because there was disputes. But I've learned in my old age that even disputes are set up for your gain. So I learned a lot in that disputes and continued a friendship with Crystal with no hate, with no drama, with no animosity in my soul, even though it wasn't the perfect situation. And you guys, I would like to share with you so you can learn from what I've been through. Your situations with your practitioners, with the people you work with your family is never going to be perfect. The main thing you should be focusing on when it comes to learning from your shitty issues is becoming better. If you're the same after your shitty issues, you're doing yourself an injustice. So make sure you learn to become better, and you will be gaining every time. I don't care the level, every time in your life. Okay? Every time in your life. So, again, remember when I told you in the beginning, when you stop learning, when you stop pushing to grow, when you stop gaining, here is where they confuse you. They call coma when you close your eyes and you have a heart rate, but you can't move your head, you can't move your hands. Some futuristic some futuristic people call it stasis. They call that coma. But in all actuality, what I feel a coma is when a spiritual person has stopped their growth, has closed their spiritual lives on learning from others, whether that other knows more than you or whether that other don't know two dimes in a handbasket. Tapping into my inner Emma Rain. And some people don't know from 2 dimes in a handbasket, from 2 dimes in a handbasket. There's some people who know a lot of shit, and there's some people who don't know 2 dimes and how much 2 dimes in a handbasket is. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that is coma, not being open to learn from all walks of life, to learn from 360 degrees, the good people, the bad people, the crazy people, the false people, the bullshit people, the smart people, the half people, the whole people. Okay? You putting yourself into a spiritual coma by doing this. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you're at. When you stop learning, you are in a coma, you are in stasis, and you are stopping yourself from your elevation. And as soon as you stop your elevation, you are in coma. And even the best of the best, the people who make the highest levels of money, the people with the most highest subscribers, they get in comas, spiritual inner comas. Because remember, as soon as you stop learning, you stop choosing you, because you're choosing something else. So know that learning is a process and it grows. And to tell you the truth, you guys, I'm doing so well because I'm hitting all my points. And I did put on my meditation oil before I started. And I did connect with, I think, 2 rituals, my personal own and another one that you could basically say I paid for. A couple of times this morning, so I'm feeling good. I missed a doctor's appointment because I was so into my spiritual practicing this morning. But I didn't know, you guys, I was sleeping until I met Magical Mystics Emma Rain. And I actually met her because she's a part of a coven that she is with Crystal Williams called the Goddesses of Divine Sacredness. Please forgive me, you guys. All of my followers know I have a memory problem because of my gifts, so to retain information is a come and go for me. Goddesses of Divine Sacredness. And I met Emma through Crystal. And something resonated with me with Emma when I watched one of the Goddesses of Divine Sacredness video where all 4 women was there. Shout out to Teresa Evans. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Shout out to Emma Rain. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for the Akashaic reading. Shout out to Crystal Williams, my dog, my killer, my gangster. Mwah, 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 mwah. And shout out to Witchy World. A little bit of all of them motherfuckers. Push that bullshit away, girl. Push that bullshit away. Focus. No sharing. Okay. So I learned with Emma Rain that I was asleep. You know how I learned? Because when I was watching the video, this is the example how I knew that I was sleeping. Even though my life was beautiful, because remember, I live off my life, low input, low output, high input. Like, I'm always winning and I don't have to try that hard. My life is good. But, and I just moved out here with no money whatsoever. I moved from New York City to Hawaii I moved away from my family, thousands of miles away from my family. And I have tight family. My family held me down. But Spirit said to move, so I follow what Spirit says. So I'm out here in Hawaii with no family, and I came out here with nobody, about to move with nothing. Well, outside of the stuff I have in my house, with nothing, and still I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. And it's with great people like Emma Rain. When I first connected with Emma Rain through the video, this Goddesses of Divine Sacredness, there was a very strong connection. And I knew after watching the video that I wanted her to complete an Akashaic reading for me. Why? Ding, 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 ding. Here comes the sign. Ding, 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 ding. Here comes the sign. The spiritual sign, that spiritual, or I should say that spirit gives us always to us spiritual people who's walking the spiritual path and journey. I already had put money aside because I'm one of those that believe the more you know about your past, the less you'll be restricted to moving forward to the future. And I know a lot about my past. I've kind of bombarded my mother with questions about my past. I have my family tree right here to the corner of me. Yes, I completed a family tree for myself. And I've received a lot of information about my past lives. Shout out to Crystal. Thank you, baby. And I knew that I wanted to go even deeper with my DNA and perform a DNA cotton swab just to see scientifically where my bloodline comes from. And I wanted to do it through blackancestry.com. I had already put the money away and I was about to do it. And then the situation with the Goddesses of Divine Sacredness happened. They were about to go to New Orleans, and I believe if it's more than one witch together, that's power in the room, or that's power on that land, wherever they're standing. And that was when they were going on their trip. And I had realized, wow, she spoke about Akashaic reading. I was like, you know what? Spirit spoke to me. Spirit said, don't get the Black Ancestry. Hold off on that for now, because you could always do that. Get the Akashaic reading. Find out who your spiritual family is. Find out who are the spiritual gangsters I feel around me constantly. But yet, throughout my whole life, I've been by myself. And that's because of my bloodline and who I am. But I'm the nicest person, the cutest person, the most abiding and cool person you'll ever meet. A kind of loud, kind of boisterous, but I've always been by myself. I've always been ripped out of the third dimensional world and things of that nature. So I've always knew that I was special like my son. So I wanted to know my spiritual family so then I would know the reservoir of gifts that I can tap into when it came to my magic for my clients and things of that nature. And when they set up the trip, it was all good to go. Before they even left, I knew that I was in spiritual coma. Why? Because automatically I said, as I watched the Goddesses of Divine Sacredness video, the first one they put out there, or maybe it was the third, I was like, oh my God, I want to be a part of this ritual however I can. And then I did a video, go check it in Witchy World. And I also, Spirit said, send them a gift. So I sent to each one of the Coven sisters, you're welcome, Teresa, you're welcome, Emma Rain, you're welcome, Witchy Works, you're welcome, Crystals, 4 beautiful, that looked alike, amethyst, flat stone pebbles. I was going to make jewelry with them, but then I never had time to make it because this trip from New York to Hawaii with no money consumed me, you know, and making sure my son was taken care of and all of that. And even though I didn't have the money to send the ladies my gift, Spirit showed me a way to send the ladies my gift, and they got it. Well, they did get it, but sadly, not all the girls were able to make it. I believe only Witch Works and Emma Rain was able to make it, because I really sent those stones so they can utilize it together. And I guess I was thinking about them enchanting it with each other and, you know, like using it as their power stones. You know how the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers go, 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 power green, go, go, power red, go, go, power blue. You know, I figured that they would use that because if you don't know, amethyst crystal, it's used to utilize your inner witch, your inner power, your inner strength. And I just wanted to help them on a symbolic level, help them to mentally be in tune with each other so they all together in unison and in harmony work together and make shit move in the atmosphere. But sadly, all of them didn't make it. But I believe everything happens for a reason. And I had my reading from Emma, and that's when I realized I've been spiritually sleeping because I haven't wanted to send a gift to someone for just no reason in a long time. In a long time. And I had never felt so buzzed. If you want to see my buzz, check the old videos on Witchy World. I was hyped about the girls coming together. I was hyped because you have to understand the information. And this is, again, connecting with doing your due diligence, continuing your studies, no matter what your study is. I don't care if your studies are books. I don't care if your studies is videos. I don't care if your studies is other people. I don't care if your studies are the Oguns. I don't care if your studies are the angels. You must continue your study, because within continuing your study, you'll always be learning. You'll always be learning, and you'll always be receiving the information that'll keep you on your spiritual path. And I felt, because New Orleans is like this new place here in Hawaii I live. Hawaii is a high-level vortex of energy and power. And it's my power number 9. And it's very powerful. And I felt the energies out here as soon as I came out, to the point where it was really hard for the energies for me to assimilate out here, because the energy was that strong. It took me a long time to get my internal balances right out here on this island. I received a lot of negative flaks, which what happens when wonderful blessings are coming their way. You receive a lot of energies from the hating energy when blessings are coming. So I dealt with a lot of negativity, a lot of drama, a lot of fighting. Even though I had come to this island to not fight no more, I came to this island to go black, to tap into my spiritual practice, to be in the bush so I can do my magic how I enjoy doing it. Barefoot, naked, and dancing in the motherfucking rain. That's how I gets down. And that's one of the reasons why I'm out here, because it's closer to my goal of owning property and being able to be spiritually free. Spiritually free to do my magic and not feel hindered. I felt too hindered in New York, and that's why I came out here. So, and I'm definitely closer to my goal. And on that note, I'll breathe, you guys. Okay, so that's the reason why I came out here. So I didn't know I was asleep, you guys, until I connected with Emma Rain's energy. And her energy is so amazing that I have decided that, you know, sacrifice is key when it comes to this spiritual life. So I am sacrificing my business. And again, all of my masters are from higher level ancestral Oguns and what I have self-taught and self-learned myself. And for a long time, I felt like I don't need no help. I don't need no help. I don't need no help. I'm at a point in my life now where it's okay to get help. You know, it's okay to reach out and get help. So my goal, outside of all this other shit that I'm dealing with, is to not reopen lifecoachhealing.com until I go under the tutelage of someone that I respect, someone that I know is the real deal, Holyfield, all the way to someone who's all the way in, like I'm all the way in. And that someone is Emma Rain, yo. And I love you, girl. I doubt if you're watching this video, but I love you, girl. And I've decided that I want to learn more outside of me, outside of myself. And you're the only girl I see myself doing that with. And your shit is expensive. But I believe in the power of attraction and drawing. And I believe in the power of my magic and your magic. And I believe in the power of keeping consistent. And I believe that I will have that 5 G's I need to become an apprentice. Because God damn it, I'm going to be an apprentice of Emma fucking Rain. Yeah! Yeah, I shut down my business. Fuck that. I'm shutting down my business for this shit. I need to do this. But first things first, I need to get situated and I need to get up the 5,000 I need for your class because I want to pay every penny because I'm going to utilize every aspect of the not the internship because internships are free, the apprenticeship. And I look forward to it and I'm so excited about it because girl, you woke me the fuck up. And I'm ready. I'm not asleep anymore. And this Kundalini rising, I don't care if it takes a year to get done. A year to get done, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it with your help. Why? Because I am not alone. I am not alone. I realize that you guys have to find the right people. Okay, everybody thinks, oh, once I get into this spiritual walk, that it's going to be easy cake. Let them eat cake, like Queen Elizabeth said. Let them eat cake. No, walking this path is a hard path. I would say 80% of people get downloads, but only 40% of people acknowledge them, and only 20% people actually react to them, and only 10% people actually consistently follow through with the message consistently. And please, I am not good with numbers. That was just a estimate of how I feel the % rate of who is walking this spiritual path for real is. So know that you're going to bump into fakers. Know that you're going to bump into some spiritual people that just don't vibe on the same frequency as you do. Don't stop the search. Continue looking. Keep a couple of raw dogs close to you, you know, so you remember that everybody's not as perfect as they say they are. You know what I mean? I used to think, oh, keep the devils away. Keep the devils away. Nope. It's okay to have a couple of devils close to you, even though you have to eat sometime the devil's bullshit. It's good to keep a couple of devils around you because you may need a devil to do some devil-ass work for your ass. Period. Okay? So know that in life it's polarity, it's give and take. So you have to take the bitter with the sweet. Okay? I'm excited. I can't wait. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get 5 G's for Emma Rain's apprenticeship. But the energy I've been feeling from her since I started buying her products, I'm not worried about it because that Akashic reading was the life. Like it really shared with me a lot more things that I didn't know. And I cannot wait to do the Black Ancestry reading to see how the science fact coincides with the spiritual facts that I've received. I'm super excited. Life is such a beautiful tapestry. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I need for you to know before I close, to make sure that you don't cheat your chosen self. Okay? Remember, getting into a quiet space is a good thing because the quieter you are, literally I got so quiet right before I did this video because like I do like a ritual movement thing before I do videos, and my ritual changed a little bit and I slowed it down a little bit and I took my time with it, and it was more methodical. Because I used to do my rituals way too fast, and I'm noticing I'm slowing down my rituals now and I'm enjoying them more. And I'm realizing, wow, the spirits are close because I heard the message. You know, let me see if I could copy the sound. I heard that regurgitating in my ear as I was anointing myself with Emma Rain's oil. That's how quiet it got, you guys. You have to get to that quiet space. Welcome. You have to get to that quiet space. Because once you get to that quiet space, you're in your one-mindedness. And once you're in your one-mindedness, the egotistical two mind cannot touch you. You have to find your quiet space. And once you find your quiet space, it may not get easier, but it will allow you many more opportunities to find people who are yoke of your yoke. Let's go back to the Catholic and Bible thing. The Bible are acronyms, are like euphemisms. That's what the Bible is. People take the Bible too literally. The Bible is like little ideologies. Yoke of your yoke. You know how they say, do not marry unless you marry yoke of your yoke. That is just saying, find people who think and feel and vibrate like you. If they don't vibrate like you, depending on how you are permeating your energy, they'll either pull in or pull out. If you're not fortified, you may even pull in negative unintentionally and unconsciously. But if you're vibrating at a high frequency, you'll push away the frequencies that are not of you. Hope you peep that right there. Hope you peep that right there. So also hold on to your God, because that's the lie religion is telling you. God, the true energy of God, is not outside. The true energy of God is within you. And once you know that and learn how to tap into that, then I'll go back to the beginning of my video, my live video. Because with the gods and the goddesses, everything is possible. And once you know that you need the plug to plug into those God and goddesses, to affirm, you must know that you are God, to connect with all of the other gods that are out here. And it's not just one, you guys. Okay? Stay connected with your yoke. Stay connected with your spell. And get quiet so you can hear, think, feel when spirit speaks to you. No if, ands, or but. And if you going through shit, let me tell you, you're going through shit because you need to learn some shit. So close your fucking mouth. Stop talking to motherfuckers about your bullshit. And focus on listening. And focus on paying attention to what you need to hear so you can move on a higher elevation. Okay? You don't understand me? Let me go a little bit more simplistic. You are your genie. Feel what I'm saying? You are your genie. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. You are your genie. You have to know how to rub your genie lamp. Did you hear? You have to know how to tap into your genie power. You have to know how to tap into your genie energy. Once you know how to tap into your energy, then you're well on your way to creating your magic at the highest intensity, at the highest level, whatever that may be. And remember, everybody's magic is different, so everybody attracts on different levels. So learn how to rub your genie in the right way. How do you know when spirit is talking to you, ISHERA? I hear that question. How do you know when spirit is talking to you? I'll give you a perfect example. 103, we're good. If we finish at 1:30, we'll still be on time. But I'm going to finish now. I'm done. As I was writing this video on the bus, right? Because sometimes I don't use my car because my car is at the shop right now. And I was on the bus writing this, and I got so enthralled with writing the blueprints for this video that 2 or 3 stops before I was supposed to get off, I wasn't sure where I was supposed to get off. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to miss my bus stop. And the last thought I remember thinking was, I cannot wait to get the money together to be Emma Rain's apprentice. I've never been under someone else's tutelage, and I look forward to that. And that's when I was like, oh, don't forget to stop. That was the last thought I thought before I jumped back into the egotistical world. I was in spirit world that whole ride because I was writing this whole out, reviewing everything I was going to say to you guys. And I'll be happy to say I hit all the points I wanted to hit. And I got up, and that was the last thought I remembered was the Emma's Rain. I'm so excited. I don't know where I'm going to get this fucking money to pay for this high-level sorceress's apprenticeship, but I'm going to do it once I get everything else that's moving about in my Kundalini rising situated. So then I got up and I asked the bus driver, do you know where this street is? He said no. I asked the white man coming off the bus, do you know where this street is? They were like, no. I was like, damn. I took out the paper with the address to try to figure out where the hell I am, because I know I'm close, but I don't want to miss the stop. And then the bus closes the door and then rides up to the next stop. And then I swear to God, I said her name, Emma. And then I turned around and I was like, just ask everybody. And I don't do this. I turned around and I asked the whole bus. I asked the whole bus. I was like, does anybody know where 108 Dellingham is? Literally, I had 3 different people because I watched the whole bus to get a sign. They were like, get off right here. The bus had just opened its doors to the stop I needed to get off of. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was 3 people. I remember the three. And then I got off the bus and then I walked. And then I went to the health office I was looking for. I was looking for the health office. And then another blessing came. My son has special needs. And my mind keeps on forgetting to fill out a very important form that I need to fill out for my son so he can get in-home services. And then the lady, without me even asking, gives me a form that I can fill out and give to my insurance company so my son can get those exact services that I was going to go online and apply for. So I just skipped a middleman, and the blessings were just coming. A lot of them were there, but those were the 2 that I specifically remember that I wanted to mention on the on this video. So when the window of opportunity opens, guys, you got to go through it. When my mind said, ask everybody on the bus, there could have been situations where I would have been like, no, I'm not going to ask everybody on the bus. Hell no, I'm not going to ask everybody on the bus. No, but when Spirit said, ask everybody on the bus, I turned around automatically and I was like, and remember, when I asked them, the man was moving up to the next stop to where I had to get off. I did not allow that open window to close. Hear me now, people. Hear me now. I didn't let that window of opportunity close. And I asked, and I got the answer before the bus closed the doors and went to the next stop. I didn't miss my bus stop. Perfect example, one more perfect, i.e. example of not allowing a window of opportunity to close, because not everybody's going to be as blessed as I am. You heard me? Okay, I'm in the process of moving, and I went to the Walmart because I had to pick up some candles to share a little bit of what I'm going through in my blackout period. I'm in the process of my PRIESTESS process. I just finished burning some protection candles that burned really, really well, but I didn't like that they wasn't super clear. So I initiated orders of operations from Crystal Williams. Shout out to Crystal. Mwah, mwah, mwah. The PRIESTESS process: protection, repel, clear and cleanse, and open your roads. So I'm right now at repel, what some people call banishment. I believe it's repel, banish, and I needed to get candles for that ritual before I started it. And come to find out, as I'm walking by an aisle, I see one of the Walmart workers unloading a Tupperware box, and I need a lot of boxes to start packing my shit. Yes, I don't know where I'm going, but I need to start packing my shit, because when spirit says move, I don't worry about how the shit is gonna happen. I just move my shit, okay? I do what needs to be done. And no, I'm not getting kicked out of my apartment. I could stay in this bitch ass motherfucker if I want to. I don't, the only reason I call it bitch ass is because the landlord lied to me in the beginning, and he went against an agreement we had, and that's why I'm moving. But this place was nice for what it was, but I'm ready for bigger, better, wider, you know, more at peace, more quieter, more space. So I need boxes, and I'm not going to pay for boxes. I'm stuck up. I believe, why should I pay for something that I know I can get free? So then I saw the man unpacking. I was like, oh, excuse me. Can I please have those boxes I want? And they're big, so then I could put my clothes. They were big boxes. It's hard. And getting big boxes from Walmart is like, they're not as big as these boxes were, because these were Tupperware boxes. Huge boxes, big boxes, and I needed big boxes. So I was like, oh, can I please have the box? He's like, yeah, go ahead, you could take them. I was like, wait, let me go pay for these candles, because I was in the handicap cart, because I don't like walking around in Walmart, because I have ankle problems. So I ride the little carts. I was like, let me go pay for my items, put them in my truck, and then I'll come back and get the box. Long story short, I come back to get the boxes, and the guy is not there. I get frantic, because I'm quick to get frantic. I'm quick to get frantic. Really, really frantic. I'm quick to get, this is about an apartment, you guys. Hold on. Hello? Yes. Hi, this is ISHERA. How can I help you? I'll call you back for that, okay? Thank you. That, to me, was another company that I really didn't like when it came to the houses they showed me. But that phone call was a ring, an affirmation saying, you're doing everything you need to do, sister. Don't worry about where the fuck you gonna end up. That was a realtor. It was a realtor. But it's all good. I'll talk to them later. Yes, so I got frantic, you guys. Sometimes my first feeling is franticness, but I know how to take myself from 100 to 0 really quick without any assistance. And then spirit, as I looked around for the man, I was like, where did he go? Damn, I need those boxes. Where did he go? I heard spirit in my head say, see, never close the window. When a window opens, you got to go through it before it closes. If you don't go through the window before it closes, then you're going to lose your opportunity. I was like, shit, that was my fault. My bad. And then I go back to the aisle he was in, thinking maybe he brought some more boxes to unpack. He wasn't there. But you know what I saw? He folded the 2 boxes and put it on top of the Tupperware items. I didn't see it because it was folded in the aisle, and when I looked, I saw them. I was like, oh, he left them for me. Oh shit. And then I sent out blessings to him. He wasn't there. I was like, God bless him. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I took my boxes and went home. So know that the signs are out there. Know that the opportunities are out there. You just have to be open to them, and you have to get into your quiet space. Audrey! Time to get dressed, baby. Put on some clothes. We gotta go to the doctor. Okay. All right. Just put some clothes on, because I don't want to be late. Just put some clothes on, and then, because all he's gonna do is check your cough. I want him to check your cough to make sure it's not pneumonia or nothing. Oh, I bind that word pneumonia and I throw it out. It's just a bad cough because it's bronchitis. Bind that word pneumonia and I throw that bitch. Okay, I have to give one warning before I go, you guys. Okay. Secrets will be revealed to you. Secrets will be revealed to you. But again, you have to be quiet to hear these secrets. And one last thing. Don't trust computers. I have to share this. Don't trust computers, especially with us spiritual people and how we vibrate. We vibrate on a high level to the point where we affect computers. Yes. Why do you think they have all these computer programs speaking about spiritual shit? These ancestral, extraterrestrial plots connected with deep level, spiritual, metaphysical secrets, Illuminati level spiritual secrets. Be careful of the computers. The computers are set up to bring us down. So please watch it. The computers are set up to bring us down. And if you don't know that, know that. Perfect example. Yesterday, I have a itchy hand. And this year I also I'm telling you guys all my business. This year I also would like to own stock. This year, 2018. And I believe going the penny marijuana stocks is the best way to go. Look out for my marijuana video. I'm doing a lot of due diligence and research on that marijuana video. So please look out for my marijuana video around Chinese New Year, like right after Chinese New Year. And literally, Chinese New Year of stock. I want to invest in penny stocks, marijuana penny stocks. So I'm looking for as much information as I can. And I rolled up on one of the IG promotions of the penny stocks. You ready? Good. Change that shirt though. You're not going to wear that shirt. That shirt is dirty.
Where's my 3DS?
It's over there somewhere, baby. You got to look for it. Look in the regular places. Look on the couch. If I had it, it would be on the couch. Once I want to do penny stocks. So I saw it and I clicked it and I attempted to purchase what they were offering, which was a whole bunch of news, free magazines. But what all I wanted was which stocks I should choose from, because there's a lot of pharmaceutical companies out there on the stock market. And I want to make sure I choose the right penny stock that will give me the highest return. And the guy supposedly said he did all of the research and he wanted to give us the 5 best marijuana stocks you should invest in, you know, with just a low investment of $50. And I'm down for that because I really want to own stock this year also. And so I clicked it and you know, the computer told me, oh, your bank account do not have enough funds for this transaction. Please put in another number. Me, I go by signs. Because it didn't go through, I was like, you know what? It didn't go through. This wasn't meant to be. Maybe I have to get it another way. So I X'd out of that app. I X'd out of that whole thing and I didn't get it after they denied me. Went to the bank the next day. After I went to the bank the next day, I needed some money to take care of some business. Went to the bank. Long story short, again, thinking about positive energy. Emma Rain. Hey, girl. That's my son. Say hi.
Hello.
He's the sick one. We're about to go to the hospital. I mean, to the doctor. He got asthma. I know. I need to be treating it herbally, but I haven't had the money to get what we usually get, which is the black root tonic. I usually give him black root tonic every day, but money's been funny because I'm in the process of moving, so he hasn't been getting his black root tonic. All right, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So then I went to the bank to get some money. Come to find out, I don't know how it happened, but the lady revealed to me that the company who said I didn't have enough funds in the account took the $79 out of my account. Long story short, I put in a fraudulent alert on that situation and dealt with it. So don't trust these computers. They'll say one thing and they'll fuck around and go in your account and do something else. So make sure you check in on these computers to make sure that they not G'ing you. Same thing with the computers glitching. Perfect example, Emma's did a live ritual, and when I first got on the live ritual, when I was on there live, the live glitched on me when I was watching it. And that's normal. Anytime you do magic and you're performing magic, I feel when I'm doing it, it glitches the computer because my level of energy is that high. But when I got back on the recorded to watch the recording, everything was all good. So know that these motherfucking computers are not your friend. My name is High Priestess ISHERA, and this has been another one. Woo! ISHERA's what? ISHERA's world. I may not have my business site, but if you need me, feel free to contact me after the Chinese New Year. After the Chinese New Year. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You guys. Mwah. Sending love, energy, blue, pink, and purple vibes to you all. Namaste and Wadu.
Bye.
Oh, baby, you wheezing. I can hear it.